Hey everyone, welcome back to your English class. Today we are going to discuss our next poem, which is titled as Wind, and this poem is given in chapter 2nd, The Sound of Music. Students, this poem is written by Subramanya Bharti. He is a Tamil poet and famous for his patriotism in the pre-independence era. And this poem is, translated in English by A.K. Ramanujan. Okay, so now students, let us see what exactly we are going to read in this poem with the help of these two lines given in the beginning of the poem. So let us see what is written here. The wind blows strongly and causes a lot of destruction. How can we make friends with it? So, students, we all know that wind is a natural phenomenon. In this poem, the poet talks to the wind. The power of wind has been described, and the poet says that the wind is destructive. He has, compared the destructive power of wind to the adversities, challenges, and difficulties of life. And he further says that the weak people break down, but stronger people emerge out of adversities stronger. So, in the end, even poet has also suggested the ways in which we can become friends with wind. Okay. So, students, let us begin with the very first stanza of the poem. Wind comes softly. Wind come softly. Here, the poet is talking to the wind. He asks the wind to come softly. He makes a request to the wind to come softly. He is saying that the wind should not be very strong, should not be very loud, it should be soft. Okay. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. So, further, he says that the wind is very powerful and destructive. How does it destructive? Because it breaks the shutters of window, it scatters the papers, and even all the books which are kept on the shelf leads to fall down due to heavy wind. Okay, heavy and powerful wind. So here the poet is describing the power of the wind with the help of these three lines. Okay, there, look what you did, you threw them all down. Now here poet is saying to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Here, the word poking fun means making fun of something. Weaklings means a person who is weak. Okay, so in these three lines, poet is saying that whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak, like small plants, tiny children, etc., they all get scared and they can even fall and get hurt. So, according to these lines, we can see that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to wind as a young child. He is saying that it should come softly, just like a small child does. In the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive, just like a youth, just like a young boy or a girl who is full of energy, violence, and destruction. Let's move on further. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. So here the word crumbling, it means falling or to cause something to break. Rafters means sloping beams supporting a roof. It means sloping beams supporting a roof. Okay, so students, hear the word crumbling. It is repeated so many times to lay stress that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. So the writer is saying that when wind is very powerful, it is very strong, it leads to breakage of everything, like weak houses, weak doors, the beams on which the roof of the buildings are supported, even the wooden structures, and weak people and animals, even weak hearts. These all everything, gets broken, gets destroyed, damaged due to heavy and powerful wind. So he is saying that everything crumbles, everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of adversity. In the same way, whenever a weak person faces any adversity or challenge in life, he breaks down and falls. So let's see further. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Here the word winnows, it means blow grain free of chaff, separate grain from husk by blowing on it. Chaff means here unwanted waste. So you can see here the process of separating grain from unwanted waste, from chaff, from husk. Okay. So this sentence, the wind god winnows and crushes them all. What does it mean? It means that here the poet you know is addressing to wind as a wind god, and he is saying that the powerful god of wind winnows, that means he sifts all the people, and those people who are weak fall down and get crushed. So here a comparison is made between wheat and people. Just like we know the wheat to separate the grain from chaff, the wind god separates the strong people from the weak people. When there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak fall and get crushed. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's joint the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. With us. Firm means here make strong. Firm means here make strong. Steadfast means here unmoved. Steadfast means here unmoved. So in this stanza, in these lines, what the poet is trying to say, the poet wants us to make friends with the wind, that is the adversities in our lives. He says that the problems will not listen to us. The problems will not listen to us. They will come, so we should be prepared. In preparation, we should build strong homes and close the doors of our houses firmly, so that wind cannot get into. And then he says that we should also make our bodies strong and hearts firm to face these challenges. And then once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. We will not feel that they are troublesome. Okay. So, students, let us move on to our last stanza of the poem. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Here, the word roar, it means loud sound. It means loud sound. Flourish means grow. Flourish means grow. So in this stanza, the poet has kept the wind on a pedestal. He is comparing the wind to God. He says that wind is God and we praise wind every day. He further adds that everything that is weak gets finished off in the face of the strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourish and grow to become stronger. He is giving us a very important message through this stanza, that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and adversities in life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges. We will become friends with them, and then we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life, because they help us become stronger and better. So students, what message did you get from this poem? If we are strong, then we can overcome our troubles. So we should make ourselves strong. We must be friends with the wind and obstacles to cope up with the hard situations. Okay students, thank you so much. Take care of you all.